Hey, how's it going on, you lovely people at Shut Door? Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 12 of the T.A.C. SMP. Quickly before we get started, I do want to talk about FTB Skies. We are still going with the pack. I'm just taking a break. In yesterday's episode that I released at 8 p.m., I mentioned that I've had family over, and I just really haven't had time to get anything done with FTB Skies. And, I really don't feel like rushing the pack. And so I'm kind of, taking a break, using Cottage Witch as kind of a, take some time off. And then this pack as also that. So we definitely will be getting into FTB Skies. I know that pack just got a beta release update. So that is also a thing. And yeah, I'm excited to get into it. I just need more time. Same thing with Vault Hunters. I need a little bit more time, and I just have not had the time. So, with that out of the way, let's get into this. So, I've went ahead and I've made 16 Annihilation Planes with Fortune, what is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 on it. And the reason I've only made this many is because these top 4 are going to be for Dust, and these bottom 4 are going to be for the actual CERTUS QUARTZ. So we're going to place all of these down, and I didn't put efficiency on these or anything, so I'm not really concerned about that. But yeah, let's get these all placed down. The other thing is I've got 2 controllers here. One with a row of dense cables, and then 2 sides that aren't, because these are only going to have 4 channels, and this controller is actually not going to have any channels operating because it's only powering crystal growth accelerators. So that is a good thing as well, just to point out. And hopefully we can get all these things done here. Come on. Nope. Do I have a wrench from... Oh, actually, it's going to be an applied energistics wrench, isn't it? See if we can grab one of these real quick. There we go. I got a magnet. Let's make sure my magnet's on. And apparently I've been actually placing the wrong one of these, so hold on. I've been placing the ones without fortune on them because it auto-filled. And then we're also going to need to get the actual processors set up as well, which means that we're going to have to look into that soon, because I want to be able to get more annihilation planes, of course, for our ore production. And I can't get annihilation cores without some of, I think it's the logic processors. So I do need to look at that. And why did that just get switched? Are you kidding me? Okay, let me... There. Better. It just keeps like automatically switching for some reason. Just need to make sure I've got all the right ones on here. Okay, it looks like we have. And this doesn't need to be here. I don't know why that's there still. And of course, nothing's actually going to break until we set up the storage bus. How many channels are we running here on the bottom? So we are 12 out of 32. And then of course up here we're not running any because I haven't put any annihilation planes. So let's grab a storage bus, which is this thing right here. We actually probably need logic processors and which else? Let's bookmark that. ME interface. So we need this and this. So we just need 2 sets of logic processors. Okay. And I've grabbed an inscriber. Do I have it on me? Yeah. We have AE2 things in here, so I've got an inscriber here. Let's grab a nitro cable. All right. And we're going to need silicone. We're probably going to need a little bit more than this, but that's okay. Let's also look at acceleration cards. How do I make these. Okay. And let's just grab some pipes real quick. Actually, I guess I can use 2 chests. That's fine. Okay. And then we're just going to do pipe, this, here. We'll just throw some silicone in here and let this go. So I'm going to get a few stacks of silicone. I'm going to then grab a few stacks of logic processors, a few stacks of engineering processors. And if you don't know, the logic processor, of course, is a printed logic circuit, which is the logic inscriber press piece. The calculation is the inscriber calculation press. So it's kind of self-explanatory. Then printed engineering circuit, of course, is the inscriber engineering press, and that is diamond, CERTUS quartz, and gold. Nothing too fancy. And then, of course, this can be silicone. One of the cool things about silicone is a lot of different mods add this. So you've got applied energetics, which is CERTUS quartz dust. You have normal silicone from FTB contraptions or industrial contraptions, which is quartz in a separating machine or separator, centrifuge, this thing, which can give you 3. Or of course you can just straight up smelt nether quartz, which is which is the actual recipe I've went for. So, you know. But we will be automating all of this so we can have drawers of logic processors and all of that stuff, just because it'll be so much simpler. And honestly, we could just get a nether quartz chicken over here to just continuously make silicone and then put it into a silicone press. The only thing that I can think of is we might need to do this recipe. Just get a few more inscriber silicone presses, so that way we can have. I would say I want 6 of these, probably, and then that way we can then indefinitely have everything. Same thing with a gold chicken. Same thing with the diamond chicken. Then of course CERTUS quartz won't be too difficult once we get this up and going here. So, all right, let me be right back. Alrighty, so we've got the storage bus here, and what we're gonna do now is grab a functional storage drawer. Oh no, hold on. We have storage drawers in here. We don't have functional storage. It always throws me off whenever we have storage drawers in a mod pack anymore, because it has been such a long time. So CERTUS quartz, and what we're gonna do, I think we can just set this down here. This should be fine. Actually, let's set it closer. Okay, let's open up that storage trim. Drawer. There we go. So let's set this in here. Let's grab our key. Let's put this here. Okay. Is that okay? Oh, there it goes. Took a second. Okay. And what this does, by the way, is whenever it detects whatever can provide this item, it will actually break it. So you can see here. Let's watch this one. See how that just grew? When this one grows here. There we go. And over down here, you can see that we already are up to 4 stacks of CERTUS quartz, which is cool. Let's actually grab some upgrades here, just so that way we have a buffer point. And this is also how we're going to solve the next one. And I think we might need to divide this. Oh, I didn't think about this, did I? I need to get this one, this one, this one, and this one onto a separate system. So that way we can actually do another storage door. So what I think I want to do here is actually grab a glass cable and switch this around here. Okay. And then we'll need another storage bus. There we go. And let's go for a storage drawer again. Let's go for CERTUS QUARTZ dust. And I think what we can do is probably place this on the top here. So what should happen now is everything should just start breaking. Cool. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I mean it is working. This is pretty cool. Actually, I've never made a system that looks quite as interesting as this one, but that's okay. I mean, it's all firing, it's all working. Let's grab some storage drawer upgrades real quick. Okay. That is fantastic. Let's see here. Now the biggest thing is getting this to our system, which I think what we'll do is probably just grab an external storage bus, or 2 network transmitters. One here. I mean, actually, why don't we just... Hold on. Why don't we just do this? Just like that. And then, can we rotate these? Can I do that with a crescent hammer? I can't remember. Okay, I can. And then just grab a network transmitter and receiver. Receiver, transmitter. Network card. Okay. So we want the receiver here. Okay, and then external storage. I don't think we'll really need this stuff, but we'll just have it just in case as well after the fact, because we're just going to make the block breakers, right? And we're going to put fortune and everything on those. So that way it's like super efficient and everything as well, because we'll have efficiency, of course, because that's going to be needed. But I also might want to have some sort of turnoff for this as well. I don't know how I want to go about that at all. How would I want to go about that? That's a question. To turn this whole thing off. And these can't be toggled by a redstone signal. Do we have anything that could be toggled? That's an interesting thing. Do we not have anything in here to toggle off a power system? At thermal. Cell. Let's check something out here. All right. So can this actually be toggled by a redstone signal? Okay. So let's say input and then output. Let's just get a flux point. Okay. And then let's just grab a power cell. Let's just grab basic. So is that toggling? Okay. So that is a way to do it. So let's try that. Let's basically kill the entire system by just suffocating it with power, without power. So what we can do, let's take out this, and after a few seconds, these should start dying. Okay? Actually quite in unison there as well. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab some nitro cables here and here, and we'll plop this here. And then clear on the left is output, on the right is output, on the top is input. And we're going to do this. And then, of course, we're also going to want some sort of cell RF transfer. We just want high transfer. I couldn't care about anything else. We don't really need storage here. We might want to grab a component as well. Just so that way we can make sure we're transferring enough. All right. And then we're going to say low redstone signal. Okay. And then here, we're going to want to grab... Oh, actually, we can't do that right there, can we? So what we can try and do is grab a detector. Is that what it's called? I just have to remember. So we might want to try and make an AND gate. Unless we should make two different cells. Let's do two different cells. Let me grab that and I'll be right back. Actually, I didn't even think about this, but the energy cells might actually work as well here. Because they have a redstone transmittability and everything too, so hold on. Let's also quickly break. Is that what that is? Nope, not amethyst. There, okay. But let's try this. So if we put a basic energy cell right here, are you able to keep power? Looks like you are. Nope, that's not what I wanted to place. And let's just grab another basic. Okay. So this should be able to keep power. And this will also just be an energy buffer, basically, for these guys. 4 million, nothing too extreme either. And then what we can do is grab another detector. And we should be able to say, hey, if you have this much CERTUS quartz, we want you to stop on this branch. So let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. We'll go here. We'll go here. So we probably want to get... How many do we have in here right now? 3,000. So I probably want to say 25,000. Oop, what's happening? So that much. And then here, of course, we want to say probably a good 50,000. Why do I want so much CERTUS quartz dust? Because it's a lot more used in like quartz glass and cable and everything. Well, this one isn't. But you know what? Let's actually keep it balanced. I ain't afraid. Okay. And then let's make sure emit when above this amount, emit when above this amount. And let's grab a laser node. And then let's grab our card holder, which is right here. We're actually going to need more laser nodes. So here and here. And then I think, yeah, we could place that here and here. Okay. So here we want redstone card input. Here we want redstone card output. Strong. Okay. Also, there is a new update for Laser IO. I want to bring to your guys' attention because it's absolutely fantastic. I've been following it on Twitter, and Direwolf20 has actually added the features of colors to the laser nodes. So that way your system and actually the center portion of the laser node can actually be a different color or transparent. I know he just did that. So that's actually pretty cool. So if you didn't want to see your lasers unless you're holding a wrench, then that's actually a new feature. There's also some other quality of life improvements. I believe one of the cool things is up here, he's actually got the blocks that are on this side. So that way you can visually say, okay, here's where this thing that I need to turn off or on with redstone or input items is. And of course, there's like tooltips and stuff with those items as well. It's a really cool thing. I've got this set to 150,000. This actually is operating. I just had to make sure I put these on redstone off. So that way when redstone's off, it actually is transmitting. When it's on, it will proceed to stop transmitting, which is fantastic. Of course, I still want to get the inscriber stuff set up, but I'm going to do that off camera. We do have 6 of each type of inscriber press, which is fantastic. But yeah, this is working. This is going to be a good system. And of course, once this CERTUS QUARTZ dust thing turns off, there is going to be the whole situation where these are probably going to grow. But I'm not worried about it. 150,000 AE2 isn't our main system, so we're not going to be using this all the time. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I mean, actually, before I forget, I don't think I ever showed you guys the warp platform that I finished up. So I haven't showed it to you guys. I just did this off camera because it was just kind of like a relaxing setting. And we've kind of just got a few portals here. The Nether, we've got the End, we've got the Mining Dimension, which still hasn't been set up. We've also quickly got the Twilight Forest over here. The Nether is the only one I believe that's somewhat set up. It's not fully set up here because I just haven't had enough time. Here, a little Nether house on top of the bedrock. And then, of course, we're going to have the actual pieces needed. I believe I wanted to go with the RF tools, matter transmitter, and all of that stuff, but I just haven't got around to it. We also have the evoker spawner using a mechanism teleporter. Here, let's get back up here. Doodle-doo, takes a second. Okay. But yeah, we can come back up here. We also have the evoker spawner, which is pretty cool. So that way people can get here without needing to warp to it or anything from a temp pad. These yellow spots here are actually for other people's portals. I don't think I've even actually talked to them about it, but this is kind of open for business right now, so they can get their spawners and stuff. And the reason I've given them 4 blocks is because this is kind of, you know, not the greatest centerpiece, but I kind of wish I had 5 here instead, so we could actually center like a 1-block portal like these matter transmitters. But I didn't think about it. It was a hindsight type of thing, so you know, it was an afterthought. So you know, it's all right though. But they could use a mechanism teleporter. They could use warped portals. They could use these. They could use basically anything that'll teleport you. And then also, I don't know if I can show this. Let me check. Okay, nobody else has been working over here. Gonna just show you, give you guys a little peek. I'll ignore one of these here. Try as much as I can to ignore one of the other guys' builds. So we have been doing a build battle type of thing as well here. And the theme was an enchanted pond. And this is what I came up with. This is mine. It's not the prettiest, but I do like it. It's got a little bench and everything here with a nice little trash can and a little walkway around the entire pond. It's got some gold in here, some amethyst, some budding amethyst, some purple concrete, kind of giving that purple hue of like enchanted. You've got some purple stained glass and some light gray stained glass and all that stuff. But yeah, I do like this. I went to the Twilight Forest, of course, and got a lot of the materials here. But I do like this. I think it's pretty nifty. And yeah, I think we'll just end this here. I'm actually going to go back home so I don't accidentally spoil somebody's stuff with F5. So thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the T.A.C. SMP. This has been fun. We will not be doing too much AE2 in the future, hopefully, but we are to the point where we will be able to get into creating the block breaking system we need to actually get our ores to be better. I believe what I want to do is have at least 8 block breakers. So that way, if we have, way too many blocks, we have the ability to break them. But if we don't, 1 or 2 of them is going to be used. Nothing too big, right? So with that, thank you guys so, so much for watching another episode. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one, which hopefully next week we'll start getting back into FTB Skies and Vault Hunters. I'm not sure though. It's kind of play it by ear right now. So whenever a video releases, that's when you'll know that if FTB Skies is being released that day. I am trying to stick to a schedule, but it just has not happened, especially with the family being over and everything. But yeah, thank you guys so, so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like and or subscribe. I genuinely am having so much fun with all your guys' feedback and comments and likes and all of that stuff. It helps a lot, and it keeps me wanting to make these videos for you guys and know that you guys actually want these videos. So thank you. Stay awesome. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.